Hello, everyone, and
Hello.
welcome back to the World Cuphead Tournament of Legends. We've got an amazing match about to happen with Luigi versus Kaleva. I'm Grandis, and here with me is exclamation mark.
Hello.
And go ahead.
Yeah, we were talking, we were talking with each other, Grundy's and I, and we just noticed, Grundy's told me that these guys are the inventors of the famous Luigi swaps and Kappa swaps.
Yeah, two huge pieces of tech, game-changing pieces of tech in this game to optimize damage. Kaleva with the Kaleva swaps for ground levels, and Luigi with the Luigi swaps on plane levels. Allows you to continue shooting at times that you're normally not supposed to, and they're the people who found it. They also traded world records back and forth, I believe, like some years ago, back in the day, in the legacy times, like 1.0, 1.15 kind of thing. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome to see them play again here today. I was really happy to see them
Unfortunately,
come back as well.
yeah, but unfortunately, we won't be able to see the Luigi swaps in this match because, well, no bombs.
Yeah, true. Funny enough, Luigi doesn't actually like Luigi swaps. It is so that's probably something he's happy about. He may have found them, but he doesn't really like them, for what I know. It is like it's a frame perfect thing. Like if you have a bad button layout for it, it's pretty brutal to try to do them. So very understandable. But yeah, this is this is a matchup of two legends, like you were saying earlier, Mark, and I'm excited. I think we're in for some close matches. They have close PBs too.
Okay,
I
so yeah, you can talk.
Yeah, I just think they're like within 10 seconds of each other on their PBs, if I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken. So
So both players getting to the ready screen main menu. Looks like they'll both be ready in a few seconds. Okay. Luigi doing a mini celebration. Okay. Luigi doing a mini celebration because his timer works, and Calaba's timer
Oh,
not working apparently.
I just realized because live split got updated. The auto splitter got updated a little while ago, so they might have to if they haven't done a run in the past week, they might have to set up the new auto splitter. It looks like Luigi probably already got it set up, but maybe Kaleva doesn't have the uh, the new auto splitter set up, so you might have to really quickly manually add in all those auto splits.
Yeah, but fortunately it's DLC. There's only like 7 to 9 splits, I believe. 7 to
Yeah,
8
it's pretty
splits.
much
Yeah.
just start game, Forest Follies Mausoleum, and the 6 bosses in order.
Or
So
challenge tutorial if you're doing charge spread.
true, yeah, that's a one you could throw in there. Which I do think they're both going to do charge spread. I'm pretty sure I know that's what Luigi goes for. I'm not 100% sure on Kaleva. I think when I checked his PB, it was charge spread, but who knows? People have busted out some crazy combinations in this tournament so far, so we'll see.
Oh, I don't think Calaba's realized that he needs to actually set up his auto splitter.
Mm.
Might need to give him a little ping.
Let's see. All right. Slight technical difficulties with live split. It happens. It's one of those things. It's really nice having the auto splitter that removes the load times. I mean, especially the load time removal is just without that, it would be just a race to who can afford a NASA PC to run the game, just instant load everything. But sometimes it's a little tricky. It's sometimes it doesn't work. We even saw, I think, not our last weekend, I think it was, where SPD Wolf was having trouble with his live split, and he threw up his hands in the air. It was just so frustrated because it wasn't working. So that was on the old auto splitter though. Just this past week they did update it, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, let's split do be janky. Sometimes it'll sometimes be like, oh, you thought I was gonna go easy on you? No, I'm gonna go there, display, change colors, and then change size, and then reset all over again.
Yep. Interesting little backstory too. When I first started like speedrunning this game, Luigi actually had the world record in what is now version 115 all bosses. Back then it was like current patch all bosses glitchless, which they didn't do stuff like shop skip. There was a few glitches like that were banned back then. But Luigi had the record, and that was one of the first inspirations for me to run this game, and like the run I was studying, trying to learn from pretty early on. And I do remember around that time that Kaleva took world record for a bit in that category as well. I think it was when they turned it from glitchless to just allowing some glitches or most glitches. So it's pretty cool to see. But yeah, Mark, what have you thought of the tournament so far?
No, it's just amazing what our community can pull out together.
Yeah, I mean, I expected this to be a really entertaining tournament, but I feel like it has exceeded my expectations. It's just one of those things where I did not expect to see Twist Up. as much as we have. That's one big surprise already. Just some really entertaining matches and great play. People have been setting personal bests in the tournament, which you love to see it. So
I also want to say thank you to everyone in the community for watching, tuning in, and actually participating. This community wouldn't exist without all of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Cuphead community staying strong, and it's cool to see a lot of the like I was saying, returning players as well, like both new and old players. I mean, Luigi and Kaleva, they've been around since like the beginning, pretty much. So it's cool to see them coming back for the DLC. That was kind of like one of the reasons I was personally looking forward to the DLC, like not just for the content, but just to get so many people playing Cuphead again. Not that it was like no one was playing, but it's just, it's like a burst of excitement for everyone to come back and get to learn something new and compete again and something kind of fresh. Looks like we do have the brackets up here right now. Man, so I'm already seeing a match that I'm really excited about coming up. Kaleva versus Kirater. That is going to be a match of titans. Like, that's going to be great. And I know Kirater has been rocking the charge spread, but done really well with it. Now, Kaleva is actually, like, his recent PBs have been with Lobber spread. Like, he's been learning it and doing excellent. I think he has a 11-10 now. He's only slightly behind Mark in second place time, just by milliseconds. And so I'm curious because he's really good with charge spread too. So I wonder in a race setting if he's already comfortable enough with Lobber spread to use that primarily, or if he'll stick with charge spread for its consistency. So that'll be an exciting matchup. Now, not 100% sure if this match will get to happen today, but hopefully we will see TMR versus Poncho Fox if everyone's able to show up. Okay, awesome. That's going to be a cool match as well. Because I mean, TMR just what an amazing player, legendary player.
Yeah,
And
also inspiration for many of us, probably.
yeah, I think I've heard that story so many times that people's Cuphead journey started by seeing TMR's run at AGDQ
Yeah,
of Cuphead.
for me, I feel like it was a mix of you, the Speedy Wolf, and Mexican Runner. Well, it's a
Nice.
bit of Jason as well, because I was
Mhm.
between Jason and Mexican Runner taking back hated person world records. I was just like in shock of how well these guys can play, and maybe I can be like them someday. And then I saw your world records, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna run this category.
Yeah, that's the category I was running was a bit less painful than hater percent. So I think you made the right choice. That's great to hear though. It looks like I think we're getting some of this worked out here. But as we progress, I think that the top 8, once which we're really close to having the confirmed top 8, it's just going to be insane. The matches have already been great, but as you move through a tournament, it's just like it gets that much more and more tense. Especially with this, it's a single elimination, so I mean, you just lose once and that's it. So I'm excited to see. I think we're going to see a lot of close matches in these coming weeks. Which I believe there's 2 more weekends of this tournament before it'll be over. Maybe 3. I forget the exact scheduling on it, but we still got lots of Cuphead action coming up today and on these future weekends, Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, I'm also really glad it is actually on Saturdays and Sundays because, my time zones are kind of jank for most of the runners. So, well, at least I get to stay up.
Yeah, I think it was a great call. I mean, Saturday, the weekend's just typically the most accessible times for everyone. So I really like the format of this of just Saturday, Sunday, every weekend. There's going to be some great Cuphead action. And so really, really good stuff from Dino. And keeping it to a month. Some of these past tournaments, it's like, if you entered the tournament and you were like 50 years old, you're probably not making it to the end of the tournament. You know what I mean? It was just like, some did go on for a little bit, but no. All jokes aside, I'm really happy to the way this tournament's set up. I'm curious, Mark. What do you think about the charge spread versus lobber spread bit? Because those are the most 2 popular weapon combos in this tournament.
Well, while I do prefer lobber spread because it is the faster route, and I have so much experience in it from NMG 1.1, I do think charge spread is still very, very powerful competent against it because of its consistency. And well, I would say my personal opinions on them are just like, if it mixes with Cuphead against Mugman, it's gonna be even better. So I guess it's a battle of two, maybe red and blue, something like that.
Yeah, it's interesting too because leading up to the tournament, lobber spread's advantage was not like even at the highest level, its time advantage was not as pronounced as it ended up being now. So it's like leading up to the tournament, people are practicing the combo they think they have the best shot with. And Lobber Spread was looking pretty dang sketchy there for a while. So Charge Spread almost seemed like there was a brief moment I was like, oh man, for a tournament like before the chef triples were found and everything, I was like, man, maybe I should learn Charge Spread as a backup. Like if Lobber Spread's betraying me, if I just get really bad RNG, you know, on Howling Aces like Mortimer, Faisal, and Chef, like you could just lose so much time. And without that huge chef time save that exists now, it was, I mean, I was having to fight the heart for like 10 seconds. It was so bad. Yeah. But things got pushed down, and I'm really happy with where Lobber Spread's at now. It definitely is gonna help a lot for the Lobber Spread players out there for the rest of this tournament. But for anyone doing Charge Spread, I definitely wouldn't count them out. They're scary because they're not as reliant on RNG. It's just safer, so they're less likely to die.
Yeah, better safe than be sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, still apologies for the technical difficulties. They're still trying to work it out. Live split just be jank sometimes. And we kind of need it. Like that's kind of the thing, is it's like, well, why not just manually time it? Just start the run. The problem is, like, with load times, we can't really get competitive timing if we don't have that load remover working. So it's a bit of a tricky situation. But yeah, I'm gonna try to send over my splits to Kaleva and see if that works.
All right. So, Grandius, I have a question to ask while you're sending Kaleva your splits.
Yeah.
So, when now that DLC has been out of it, I want to talk about the process of the DLC releasing. So, when do you think you were the most excited about DLC?
Oh. Honestly, I think it was back before they did that tweet, the infamous tweet where they said it was delayed. Because I thought it was coming out so soon, and I was already so excited. And then after that, we memed on it, and it got delayed so long that once it was actually coming out, it was like, you know, I wasn't as excited until like the day before, and then I got really excited again because I was like, oh my god, it's actually coming out for real.
About the meme, I remember memeing about like right after it came out. I posted in the memes section the tweet again. Fun times.
Yeah, that was a classic meme in the community there for a bit.
Yeah, but it's kind of sad to see the meme go away. But hey, one door closes, another one opens. I'm testing my English skills because I'm very bad at it. Yeah.
No, you're doing great. Yeah, throw in the kappa. But yeah, it definitely was one of those things where it just had been delayed so long that I kind of forgot how to be hype about it until it was like right there.
Yeah, there was another game about to be released that I was waiting for, and I was starting to get more excited about that until that got delayed several years.
Yep. Oh, was it Hollow Knight Silk Song by chance? That's another.
Yes.
That's another just absolutely infamously delayed deals, or next game or whatever.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Actually, SPD Wolf showed me a channel on YouTube for that it's called like Daily Silk Song News or something. And every video is just a 10-second long video of the guy saying like There is no news for Silk Song, and then the video just ends. And he daily uploads just every day. So shout out to that YouTube channel. I forget the exact name, but it's a pretty good meme. I gotta admit, gotta appreciate the effort too, because he doesn't copy paste his videos. He actually records a bit for it every single day. But that's so funny. I guessed it. Shout outs to Hollow Knight. Okay, it looks like my DLC splits, they did work. Now, one thing that Luigi's got to be scared about is my live split file has built-in splice technology. So, yeah, we're going to be probably seeing a sub 11 from Kaleva. No, I'm just kidding. We're about to get into the match here. It looks like everything's working. And, yeah, everybody get excited for Luigi versus Kaleva. Two legends. Super OGs, innovators, previous world record holders. What more could you ask for?
All right, battle against the farm inventors. Will we be seeing Cuphead or Mugman? Well, Cuphead against Mugman, or Cuphead against Cuphead, or Mugman against Mugman?
Have we seen many Mugman mirror matches?
I am not too sure, actually.
I know we've seen Cuphead versus Cuphead. It looks like that might be what we're seeing here. You know, the OGs may be comfortable. Luigi, though, hovering Mugman. Oh my goodness, the last second Mugman switch.
Well, Luigi just like Luigi, so...
Oh, that's true. Mugman is the Luigi of this game, so that works out. 1045, 10 to 85 on the kettles. Both at least getting sub 11. You know, we've had some catastrophes on kettle in the past. Sometimes you just miss every dash, and it's really sad. Or you try to exit to the map, and then you just keep closing the menu like 3 times in a row because you're trying to do it too fast. So, already through kettle into Forest Follies. Kaleva missing the coin, and you hate this not just because that second you lose there, but because all of these cycles on the level that are like, you know, already loaded in, already moving around, they're going to be in weird spots you're not used to. But, so we'll see how well Kaleva's able to improvise here in Follies. It is such a tricky level.
Oh, Luigi getting a, what I call poopy X instead, and not getting the ninja flip.
Yeah, those backwards EXs are pretty silly. Now, both of them actually 39-40. Already a close match coming out of Follies. You love to see it because some of these races, man, so it's like Follies just ends it at the start. Like the run is just way favored to someone else because the other person took a death or something like that. So you love to see them both get through. And you love to both see them buy the right weapon. That's something I don't think I've seen yet. Except arguably in Two Tone's run, where you just accidentally buy the wrong things. But, yeah. Both of them, I mean, look at this. This is basically a sync.
142-31 on Luigi and 142-10 on Kaleva.
Yeah, this is amazing. I mean, what more could you ask for? Like I said, these are two people. They've traded world records back and forth in the past in this game. Like, kind of maybe you could go as far as to say is like old rivals. You know, it's all friendly rivals here, but I know that they competed, so it's really cool to see him coming back to the DLC and putting up great times. Oh man, though, we have the Mausoleum. How could I forget how exciting this level is?
Yeah, you got the counted ghosts, and you know, counting ghosts actually makes you go to sleep, just like counting sheep does. So be careful not to fall asleep. I mean, not because it's boring, but well, ghosts. Yeah,
this is indeed how I fall asleep at night. I I have Cuphead, you know, on an iPad, and I just lay there and just count ghosts. That's my mausoleum practice, you know. So
Explains how you golded in the last match.
and look at this. They were basically like tied, but now Luigi got a small lead because of the better mausoleum. Oh,
And both
slightly
going to
faster menu
challenge
too.
tutorial. Now, both of the runners going for the Quincy skipping tutorial, what I call, because well, Quincy first showed it to me. I'm very based.
I think he was the first to find it, so shoutouts to Quincy. Now they're gonna both be picking up charge. I don't think we're gonna be seeing any kind of crazy converge play, any kind of crazy twist up play. Going for the charge spread, smart decision, really solid combo. Luigi in the slightest of leads right now, but going into Glumstone, we've seen this boss kill a lot of people. It is one of those fights. It can just go very, very wrong. Now they aren't getting geese, so they're probably going to be feeling a little bit more comfortable, but we'll see how this goes. Solid start from both, getting into phase 2 with some nice charge shots. That's kind of one of those nice things is like if the boss isn't there yet, but you can get really far away, fire a charge shot from really far so that it hits them just as they come in. It just gives you more damage because you can start charging your next shot a lot sooner since you got to fire that one off sooner. So you like to see all those little optimizations.
I believe that Luigi will be slightly behind, maybe. Will he? Because he missed a charge shot at Glumstone's stomach.
Oh, it's really close. Because Luigi was slightly ahead, and I think that just synced them again. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kaleva slightly. I mean, just we're not. It's like a half a second difference. What a matchup! I knew this was going to be close, but I mean, this is ridiculous. Now Mortimer. Everybody hates Mortimer. I know for charge spread players it's not as bad, but there's still some scuffed stuff you have to deal with.
Oh, Kaleva, mind your time loss because of a baby charge shot.
That is the one tricky thing about charge is if you let that charge shot out just slightly early, you lose so much damage. Or if you get hit while you're trying to charge, you just lose the charge shot. So there's definitely some things that can really lose you some time on charge. Luigi getting some really nice spread EXs, but he does get the side switch. The upside down pattern. Everybody hates the upside down pattern. And both of them finishing up. I mean,
ooh, 550 flat.
And
552.39, I believe I saw.
Yeah. And I mean, each charge shot you miss, you know, you lose like over a second to that, typically. I mean, it takes a while to charge a charge shot. So just that one charge shot you talked about, the Kaleva missed, you know, swung Luigi into the lead there. That's how close this race is right now. Every bullet matters. Going into Howling Aces, and this is where you're really happy with your decision to have charge shot and not be a lobber spread player. You still have to deal.
Kaleva slightly off balance on the plane, so he won't be getting as much damage in it. However, he still ends up with a pretty good first phase.
Really good phase 2 from Luigi there. Oh, the plane guy kind of trolled him. Sometimes when anytime there's a phase transition, that plane guy likes to try to go to the middle, but he kind of just does whatever he wants for a little bit. He just flies all over the place, like back and forth, and that kind of happened to Luigi, but it worked out in his favor. But for Kaleva, it kind of swung him really far away from the last dog, and I think lost him quite a bit of time there. Luigi, though, with the 49, really solid.
712.99. And oh, I'm in Luigi's side, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing Luigi pull ahead now. I mean, it's not like a massive lead, and anything can still happen. I know, like, for example, Moonshine Mob, I see a lot of time variance on that fight. Chef as well. So
one could get snail skate while the other doesn't, and it could happen.
yeah, for sure. And Esther is one of those fights that it's probably going to be similar times. But if they go to low HP, like if you're 1 HP going into phase 3, for example, you can lose a lot of time if you're playing it safe. We saw that from SPD Wolf's match yesterday, where he got to 1 HP real early, and he had to stay really far away from phase 3. And Chalice's plane bullets are different from Cuphead's and Mugman's in that they're more of like a close-range spread shot. And if you're not close, I mean, not all the bullets are going to hit on like this boss. So when you have to go back and play it safe, you can lose a ton of time. But it looks like they're both getting through this pretty cleanly. Oh, Luigi, though, going to 1 HP. He does get the nuke, though. Going to be feeling good about that. Does take down Esther at 1 HP. Kaleva as well, getting the nuke, getting a parry. You love to see it. And he's also going to be cleaning up this fight just momentarily. Got a nice 104 on Luigi's side and a 103 on Kaleva, making up the slightest bit of time. You know, creeping on back in there a little bit and going into Moonshine Mob. Like we were saying, this is one of the fights where...
Okay, 901 on Luigi's side, and let's see, for Kaleva, a 907 flat. Alright,
yeah,
so Luigi is slightly in the lead. Yeah.
So, we'll see. Oh, Luigi does take a hit there. You never feel good taking a hit in phase 1 on this boss. Because most people like to damage boost twice here. Oh, and Luigi is damage boosting twice. Luigi gets a really good spread EXs. Meanwhile, Kaleva opts to not go for 1 extra damage boost. He's going to be getting a slower phase 2. He does accidentally get hit, but he has 1 more HP here going into this phase. Oh, that clutch spread EX from Luigi's side to get rid of that phase. To in that phase right there while crouching under the tongue. Really clutch stuff there. But we'll see here a 47 on Luigi's side. Kaleva having a solid fight, making up another second. So he's creeped up 2 seconds on these last couple fights. And now they're going to
Chef. Chef will now be the decider of this first match.
Yeah.
Ooh, Luigi equipping the Spiral Pillar Super Art.
Oh. We have seen this used from his Polish friend, White Monster, and I saw it even before that from, I believe, Poncho Fox.
Yeah, Poncho did use the Super Art.
So it is a bit of a safety strat, just consistently being able to get through phase 3. I believe that's what Luigi will probably use it for. We'll see, though, that menuing to equip it costs about 1.5 seconds. And the Super Freeze animation itself, I mean, it does use some cards. You know, it does freeze the screen a bit. But it is going to make it where it's very consistent, very safe. It's very unlikely Luigi dies here. So it's basically going to be up to Kaleva to have an excellent fight and, you know, basically make up the difference here. Really good phase 2s from both of them right now. This is where charge spread just shines so much. It just works out really well for this combo. Man, Luigi doing really well. Oh, he didn't have the super. So Luigi might actually be going for the 3 charge shots on the heart into a super. He talked about this this finisher in commentary with me against White Monster and White Monster versus Narga match. So yeah, he is going for it, and he gets it. 11:45. The flashy ending. Kaleva not far behind, is 1 HP at the heart, finishes with an 11:52.
7-second difference. That's just insane.
Wow. I mean, what a first race. amazing. They did not disappoint. And I mean, we were seeing basically a sync up past through basically Glumstone, and then it was kind of like around Mortimer, around Howling Aces that Luigi started to pull ahead. Kaleva did start to bring it back a bit on Esther and Mob, but wasn't able to get a, he would have to have gotten a much better chef than Luigi there to make up that time difference at that point. So really solid play from both. Looking forward to this next match. This is best 3 out of 5, so we're seeing at least for sure 2 more matches from them if Luigi wins both. But man, Kaleva played so well. This could be one of the matches that goes all the way to 5 games. I could see them ending up 2-2 and having to go for that 3rd win in the end.
Ooh, Luigi doing the backwards pass strat. I wonder where that will get him.
Oh. Yeah, I am curious. And Kaleva with my auto live splicer splits, he's probably regretting the money he PayPal'd me for that after that match. Did not quite work out. I think it was slightly mistuned for his PC, so that's going to be a bit awkward, but I don't do refunds, for anyone wondering.
Just a question. How much is it? Asking for a friend.
Oh yeah, we'll DM about it later. Gotta get the, can't let out all my secrets, live here at GG Speedruns. All right, so both of them going through follies. Pretty similar pace so far. I think Luigi's slightly ahead. It's a little deceiving sometimes with the timers, but their timers are actually pretty synced up. Luigi not getting the ninja clip. Oh man, now even Dino's trying to get a cut. This is wow.
39.
This is just incredible.
Ooh, 0.15 second difference.
Literally, they're less than 10 frames apart for right now from each other. That is quite something.
Ooh, I'm not sure if I saw the correctly, but I feel like the distance was even smaller this time.
Ooh,
right.
It's still I think 0.14. I think Kaleva made up 1 frame there, maybe, if I saw the times right. Catching up frame by frame. These matches could end up in a tie.
Let's hope there are enough load times for enough frames for Kaleva to catch up.
We'll see though. Mausoleum. It can create a 2-second time difference if one person gets the best luck and one person gets the worst luck. So we could definitely see something like that happen and separate them, but hopefully they get, you love to see like a fair luck race. I do think it's pretty close. I think Luigi's was a little faster, but it's a little deceiving with the timers. We'll see the freeze here on the load screen. 246.50. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. 248.73. That's the 2-second difference. Mausoleum is a level that we have to play. It's in the game. Thank you, Studio MDHR, if you're out there. Really love this Mausoleum level. It's always fair and fun. All right, anyways, enough about that. They are going to be going for the coin. Yeah, gotta get those coins. Can't even speak to pick up the charge spread. So we'll see you get through here. Ooh, Luigi actually with quite a bit of a lead now after that synced volleys. .334.01 entry, 335.59. Actually, Kaleva made up a tiny bit of time there, like half a second, over all that menuing and shopping and everything. It really goes to show. Oh, the geese, though. How do you feel about the geese, Mark?
They're worse than ducks.
They're worse.
This actually ties into another joke I told a friend who asked me what I feel about ducks, and I said they're better than geese.
Oh, no! Kaleva taking the death. Oh, and now Kaleva gets the geese. It did work out for Luigi, though. So maybe the geese is actually a blessing in this matchup. Oh, you hate to see it, though. Now, at this point, that is a huge lead for Luigi. So it's really up for Kaleva. He's just got to be hoping that Luigi makes a big mistake at this point, because they're so evenly matched that when you get a big, like, 30-second lead like that, it is just, like, impossible to claw back from. So we'll see.
However, Kaleva missing jump as well.
Oh my goodness, the clutch jumps from Kaleva, though. He's still got some fight in him.
Well, anyways, I was saying that I don't think these matches in this match in particular is just one match, and Kaleva might catch up anytime soon in the later matches. So stick around for more, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. And it's still Cuphead DLC. These bosses are really hard. I obviously wouldn't wish for Luigi to take a death. He's been playing so solid. I think he'll be just fine. But it can happen. I mean, stuff can go really wrong, like...
Just like that.
Just like that.
Oh, okay.
Man. See, a lot of times you don't even end up with 3 HP going into that last phase. I feel like if Luigi didn't have that 3 HP, that might have just been a death right there. And Kaleva would have been caught right back up.
It looks like Kaleva is trying to make up this lost time by using more damage boosts and playing riskier, as he did with the spread. Unfortunately, he gets hit on the popsicle. You'll have to play this phase a bit safer and hope he gets better RNG.
Oh, this is so... Oh my goodness, Kaleva, please! Kaleva! No!
Oh, no! Oh, he takes a safe retry. He takes a quick retry, which will save him from the quick few seconds of the death screen.
Yeah. I don't think there was any way he was getting out of that situation, so that's the call he made, and it was probably the right call. Rather unfortunate. Meanwhile, Luigi just playing really well. Just super solid. 3 HP. Nothing to worry about here. Just gonna be getting all those spread EXs bursting down the boss. Hopefully getting the quick cycle here. Nice. You hate to see it when it goes upside down.
Oh, looks like a 1 HP situation for Kaleva again.
Oh.
You hate to see it. Oh, still a knockout though.
Nice. Is able to clutch it out there, which we saw Luigi in a similar situation. He went down to 1 HP like into the last phase, and he was able to get through it. It just goes to show, like, you know, anybody could die at any moment in this category. I do know that from talking or commentating with Luigi yesterday that I don't think he watches the restream. So he's just playing his game. So he doesn't know, like, oh, you know, I have a huge lead. I could just play it super safe now. So in his mind, like, Kaleva could be right on his tail. And look at this. He's going 1 HP early in the Esther fight. This is literally one of the scariest things you could have happen to you in the DLC. In my opinion, I would rather be 1 HP against literally any other phase in the entire game than phase 3 here. And like, it's just so bad. Oh my goodness,
Ooh.
Luigi is staying close! The bravery! And he actually navigates it and doesn't die. That takes bravery. The bravery of a legend. Luigi's actually going to navigate this fight that well at 1 HP. This is insane.
And Luigi manages to stay up ahead.
Yep. That has to be in the top 3 clutches to get through that at 1 HP that fast. Like, right up there with Two-Tone's Mortimer last phase kill, where he was like 1 frame from dying and he got off like a clutch roundabout EX to finish the boss. Like, that was incredible. That does go to show you, though, that Luigi is definitely not watching the restream to know he could have just sacrificed like 20 seconds to play it mega safe there. So we could see deaths. He's going to still play it risky. He's going to still try to play it fast because he knows how close the last match is. He knows how good of a player Kaleva is, and he knows he needs to go all out to beat him. Of course, in this particular race, Kaleva did take a couple deaths, but Luigi doesn't know that. Man, Luigi's just playing out of his mind, though. This is really going to be tough for Kaleva.
And on to final boss for Luigi. This is where it might break or make Kaleva's match.
Yeah. If Luigi is going for the Super 1 strats, it's going to be very safe.
He does not apparently. Oh no.
Oh, he does. He heard you, and we reminded him. But yeah, that Super 1 strat's super consistent. I believe. Although he is going for it against the heart instead of phase 3, so it's an interesting choice. I definitely think it's a very flashy and cool ending. And just not having to deal with the heart phase is always nice. You know, just ending it as quickly as possible. So it's a pretty cool strategy. I think Luigi is doing it to pay respects to White Monster, who had been using that strategy as well in the previous day.
Handling the Salt Shaker phase exceptionally well on Luigi's side.
Yeah, I mean, he's just playing so well today, so I think we will be seeing a second win here for Luigi. But we do have Kaleva doing some crazy stuff on Mob. Oh my goodness, kind of coming close to dying there, but he does finish off the Mob. Oh, Luigi is going to go for the phase 3 Super 1. Oh, he's laughing because that is the safe strat, but he got hit anyways because of the saw. The saw was under him. So he's still got 2 HP though. He's fine. One more charge and he finishes off with an 1150. Amazing consistency from Luigi and amazing clutch on that Esther fight earlier. The backwards cap, I mean, that definitely paid off. It was the right call to make. Now, we do have Kaleva going into Chef, going to be finishing up this fight. Now, this is best 3 out of 5, so while Luigi's up 2 games, we've seen how closely matched these runners are. Kaleva could very easily bring this back up to 2-2. So I do personally hope that that's what it comes to. I'd love to see a 2-2, and then them have to play that 5th match, but we'll see. We'll see. Luigi has been playing out of his mind, just absolutely clutching out some great times. Ooh, Kaleva taking a hit, but he is wow. He got through phase 1 without getting hit once. That in and of itself is impressive. Phase 1 can really bully you. I like the down charge shot there.
Right now, it looks like Kaleva will be finishing up the chef fight pretty soon, and then we'll be heading on to the third match where hopefully, well, I say hopefully because I want this tournament to go on even more, the tight matches, you know. Hopefully Kaleva gets 2 more wins and we get on to the final round.
Yeah, that would be absolutely epic. GG's to both runners. And here at game 2, we'll see if they want to take a break or anything. I'll check here, or if they're just going to be going right into it. But yeah, I mean, I wonder too if we're gonna see another like close to sync after Follies. That's been crazy because the first 2 races they were practically tied going into the mausoleum. So they are going right into it, right here into game 3. This is match point for Luigi. If he wins this, he will advance. If Kaleva loses, he will be eliminated from the tournament. This is a single elimination tournament. So, oh, we might be seeing. Okay, Kaleva did restart his live split in time. That was a close call, but gets it going there. Now Luigi sticking with the backwards cap and sticking with Mugman. I do wonder if he's using up too much power, though, doing the backwards cap 2 runs in a row.
Yeah, might call him a power outage in the middle of the run. Just feeling drained.
Yeah, exactly. We do have Cal with a slight lead entering Forest Follies, but I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference here. Oh,
ooh! I believe you got jump block there.
Yeah, I think so. Jump blocking being a thing where right as you land, if you press jump at this one certain frame, it just eats your jump input. You just don't jump. And then the next time you jump, if you're Cuphead or Mugman, it does basically like buffer a parry. So you do a parry as soon as you jump. And it can really throw you off, getting a jump eaten like that. Both, though, nice. Getting through Follies with the 1 HP finish. You love to see it. 39 on Kaleva's side, and we're looking at a 39 on... Oh my goodness, they can't keep doing this.
Oh, star skip,
though. Oh my goodness, the star skip. Kaleva was ahead, but the star skip swung Luigi into the lead right there. We're seeing the star skip difference in real time. Still, though, they're only like half a second apart.
Luigi waving at us for, well, in live splicing, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, perhaps, or maybe just saying bye to old pork grind. You know, some people like the old shopkeeper saying goodbye back. You know.
Yeah, unfortunate for speedrunners like us, we won't be seeing much of pork grind because, well, we usually only visit them once or twice.
Yeah, they will get to see him one more time. We'll see if Luigi waves again. Now, Moz... Oh! Luigi really had close. A little bit of a scary moment there. This is one of those levels that if you do get a jump block, it's actually really scary. It's really scary. Because then you waste your parry right after. Oh my goodness. Luigi, giving the thumbs down, had a bit of a mishap on the last ghost. That's the one that's really important to get quickly. And that actually is going to swing now Kaleva in the lead by a couple seconds.
Exactly 2 seconds, actually. I saw the millisecond as well, and now Luigi's behind by exactly 2 seconds.
I'm not mistaken, I think this is like the opposite of last race, where Luigi had a 2-second lead after Mausoleum, roughly. So this is going to be maybe, I mean, 2 seconds is, with how close these runners have been playing against each other, those 2 seconds might end up mattering. Would be the difference maker here as they go and pick up charge spread and are going to be heading into Glumstone again. Now, Kaleva last run did have some trouble with Glumstone, and I hope he's able to calm himself down and to be able to get through the fight this time, because that can happen in these races where you die to a boss and it gets in your head, and then it can be really, really difficult to try to not choke the fight. Okay, really good start here from Kaleva, 4 HP. Gonna be feeling a lot better about that. Luigi, though, this time going down to 3. 3 is still a lot, but this phase, I mean, especially if you're getting really greedy with the spread EXs, you can get bullied. Luigi is going for the safer charge EXs. He does get sniped, though, by the hidden gnome in the corner there.
Oh, Kaleva, knocking jumper once again.
Yeah.
Luigi does.
He is able to go for those spread EXs, though, so it's not all lost. He had a lot of HP, so he's got to be feeling all right about that. And both of them getting a pretty similar kill there. It looks like a 436 mini freeze there. Oh, wow. So from that fight, Luigi's now ahead by a couple seconds. So that was a 4-second swing in Luigi's favor. Man, oof. The back and forth is just crazy in this match right now. You love to see it. Mortimer, though, we saw from last run how scary this boss can be as well. Especially that last phase. Sometimes it just is very terrifying. Oh my goodness, Kaleva playing really aggressive. Just jumping through that upwards roll to maybe like get one more extra spread bullet that you might miss otherwise. A lot of good spread damage here, getting those spread EXs off, both players. Very similar positions. Oh my goodness, Kaleva. Yeah. That looked like he just randomly jumped into the pit, but what he was trying to do was use another spread EX, and he got the EX just slightly late. But we do see a 4-second. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. And now Kaleva's ahead by 2 seconds again. A 4-second swing, this time in Kaleva's favor. I mean, they've literally they traded leads 3 times with a 2-second lead to each player. Like, back to back, just like that. This is insane.
This is just insane.
Yeah. Now, are we going to see it? Are we going to see a 2-second lead to Luigi after this? Are they going to just keep doing it? We'll find out. Ooh, Kaleva, though, with a really good phase 1 there. Luigi falling in the pit. Also, the plane guy's in a pretty awkward position. I think it'll be fine, but if the oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That plane guy, can be in a really rough spot, and it is putting Luigi down to a very dangerous area at 1 HP. Usually this phase is somewhat safe. Oh, what?
No. What happened?
Oh, he was slightly not into the corner. That duck strat is so safe, except there's times where the plane is not perfect. You're not perfectly in the corner, so the plane doesn't get leveraged and slightly turned in one direction to get you under that beam. I think he was literally a pixel off from being far enough to the left to get under that beam. That is devastating.
Looks like he's getting a much better overall general fight though now.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe getting the nerves off, kind of late to do so, in my opinion, but
yeah. I mean, it could happen. You know, he had played so solid for the first 2 matches. It's really hard not to break at some point and have something so. I mean, that was such a small mistake. Like, such a small mistake, yet so costly. And that's Cuphead. That's Cuphead speedrunning. But Kaleva, now, the thing about I talked earlier is Luigi doesn't like to watch the restream, so he doesn't know when he's in a lead or in a disadvantage. But Kaleva, I don't know. I'm not sure if he checks it or not. If he knows Luigi took a death and he can play it safer, or if he's just gonna also play it super aggressive. Oh,
ooh, unfortunate.
Yeah, I think the nuke at least still hit in full, but it did lose about a second there to the nuke. Like, Miss Chalice's nuke is kind of weird. You don't have much control over it. It kind of just flies at the boss at a kind of slow speed. It revs up. He is 1 HP, though, here in the last phase. It's a little bit terrifying.
Oh, man.
This is stressful. Because, I mean, Kaleva, if he died there, Luigi would be in the lead. So, because this is a more costly death than the one Luigi took. But now, Luigi having 2 HP, you generally feel okay having 2 HP going into this last phase. It's kind of fine as long as you don't get hit really early, and then it becomes really scary yet again. But for the most part, this is fine. Yeah, Narga making a good point. Luigi did use too much power with the double backwards cap, 2 matches in a row. That might have been, you know, what just put Kaleva right back in this match. What an incredible start though to this race with the 2-second lead changes just over and over. I do think Kaleva had a bit of a slow 1 HP. Okay. That was almost getting really scary, but he is going to be able to clean up this fight. No, I think Luigi had quite a bit of a faster Esther there, if I'm not mistaken. So I think without the death, Luigi would be in the lead by a bit here. So you hate to see the deaths. I think this might be Luigi's first death in the tournament. Gets hit again. Going into this phase is scary. We did see Luigi clutch this out before, though, with the spread EX under the tongue. Oh, yeah, he's going to be fine here. Kaleva, though, going into the last boss, he still has to beat the boss. Dying to Chef, and I mean, it's over. Luigi's right there. Chef, a fight that came out in the DLC that I feel like they just went all out because this is the last content I believe they plan to do for Cuphead. So in both the animations and the difficulty of the fight, they just went, you know, gave it everything they had, and it's a masterpiece in my opinion of a boss. It's incredible.
Ooh. So Kaleva now on 1 HP, anything could happen.
That is not something you're going to be feeling good about. Oh, gosh. It's so scary. Keep it together, Kaleva. He just has to survive this fight, and he wins this match. But if he dies, it's probably over. We've seen Luigi have very consistent chef fights, even going for the Super 1 safety kind of thing. Oh, my God. No! Oh, that's one of those situations where when he dashed, if he was holding down, it would have crouched under that. But the nerves, you saw him, he wanted to go to the left, but it was bouncing at such an awkward angle, he didn't think he could get far enough away from the boss. Last second, panic dash to the right, but didn't also hold crouch. I mean, that's just so much went on in that small 1 second period. And it was kind of the perfect storm of just you know, what could go wrong.
Oh, it
And
looks like
it took him
Luigi
down
didn't equip
there.
his super art this time.
Oh,
So,
I think Luigi might just win this. That's it.
oh,
Luigi. GG's to Luigi.
yeah. Round of applause and GG to Luigi and Kaleva once he finishes. What a match tonight. Tonight for me.
Yeah. I mean, incredible stuff from both players. I mean, it is sad to see what happened to Kaleva here. This was his race to win, but it can happen. I mean, Chef, like I was saying, is just an insane boss fight. GG's to Kaleva, still getting a sub 13. But yeah, incredible match. I think the openings to the matches, especially, were just some of the closest back-to-back matches we've seen in the first half of the run.